Hi. I thought for this next installment of my YouTube monetization journey, I would just make a video. I'm literally in bed. I'm not getting out the special lights. I'm not getting dressed special. It's getting in the way, like having to have content that looks a certain way, that has a certain focus. It's getting in the way of me just grinding out heaps of content. I have loads of ideas, and so I'm just doing an experiment with this wholesome, poor lighting, just authentic chat, because I would definitely do this as a podcast happily. I mean, if you're listening to this on the podcast, then you'll know like it's on the podcast as well. And I'm fine with like not leaving the bedroom to create content for the podcast. But I don't know, for the video, it seems like it has to be this different official kind of setup, and I'm just done with it. The only problem with this method is I can see my hair and it's a massive distraction. Anyway, here we are. Yeah, I'm thinking back to what I said about the initial steps in the process of what happened. Like, I'd been out of my business, I came back, and my YouTube had been ticking along all that time without me, still getting however many 138 active watch hours in a year where I literally did not make one single new piece of content, which I don't know, from a business assessment point of view, for me, looks like an opportunity. Like, it looks like, gee, if it can do that much without me lifting a finger, I wonder if this is actually, a better platform for me to put my content energy than, say, social media or my website or Substack or Medium or all the other platforms, that we get told we need to show up on, or Insight Timer or blah, 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 blah. So, um, a few things have happened since I started, and I'd say one of them is like wavering enthusiasm and self doubt. Like, just, can I even do this? Like, I don't want to edit videos. I don't want to have a perfect backdrop. I actually don't even want to spend my life making tech tips. Like, the videos that perform well are really, really short and direct tech tips. And like, I didn't really orchestrate them, like they just happened because someone had a problem and I made a quick video to help fix it. And then thousands of other people happened to have the same challenge and Google it, and my video appeared for them. So it's kind of, if like the self doubt comes up because I'm like, I can't really orchestrate that. So that's sort of one discomfort that I've had. And the other thing is making shorts. Like, shorts can just be so time consuming. And I tried Nexus clips on the recommendation of this woman, and I don't really like Nexus clips. I don't know if it's the right thing for me. I'd rather just like make my own clip. Like, I don't need Nexus clips to do that for me. I think I'm just very settled in Canva, and because I can put the captions on in YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, I just don't see the point of using Nexus clips anyway. I think I paid for a month and I was just like, oh, forget it. Nexus clips doesn't feel good. And at the same time, like when I make a short or a reel or whatever you want to call it, like a TikTok style video, when I make one of those in Canva, I don't know if you've seen one, you can go and have a look at one of them. There's kind of two styles. One where I literally just try and talk about one of my longer videos, but in a really succinct way. That's just me and the camera, and that's really quick. But this other style that I've been doing is a bit more produced. It's got screenshots, and I try and talk through one of my longer how-to videos and condense it into like as short as possible, which I think has been like a minute or so is the shortest I can manage. I think my Facebook ads one might have been shorter, but anyway, it's so much work. I just think, oh my God, is it really worth it? Because for me, editing and stuff, it just doesn't feel exciting. I mean, sometimes I think, oh, maybe I should learn and maybe it would be fun, but it's a lot of unpaid hours. That's what I think. Maybe it's the Capricorn in me. I'm like, if I'm going to spend that much time, I kind of want to get paid. And I guess, it is an investment of time, and then in the long run, I would get paid. but like doesn't really feel very activated. The other interesting thing that's been happening is, I don't know if I mentioned it, but on the advice of ChatGPT, I've kind of been making freebies that tie in with my high performing videos. And then I've also been thinking about making low cost products that tie in with those high performing videos. I don't know if that makes sense, but say, for example, I had a video that did quite well. It was about adding a new page in Divi and adding it to the navigation. And so I one of the ideas was to make a freebie around that. So I made a really quick sort of checklist of the steps you would go through to do that, and I made that a freebie. And then I also made a follow-up product, and I sort of did this mix of things. Like I sort of did the ideas that ChatGPT had been suggesting, which were kind of fun. Like, I don't know. I mean, and the interesting thing is, like, I was just looking at my list. I'm looking at my screen right now. I'm looking at who's signed up, and like quite a few people have signed up for my freebies. Like, actually, I probably need to look in my email marketing tool, which is MailerLite. But like, I'm surprised by how many people have signed up for those. I think I was just, it's been so long since I've run freebies that I got really like disillusioned about them and didn't believe that people would even sign up for them. But if I look at them, I'm just going to look now at my stats for my freebies. Where's my groups? Sorting by date created. Okay, so the mailer, oh no, that's not created yet. I've got these 3 freebies. The edit your own website. Oh, here they are. 5-minute website edits. That's got 2 subscribers. The Facebook ad starter kit. It says it has no subscribers, and the 3-part Canva. That's so weird. It's saying that there's no one, whereas on my website, it's saying that heaps of people are signed up for it. So I better make sure that these people are um receiving it. That's something interesting to look at. Anyway, so I've got the one for Facebook, one for the ads, another one for Facebook, another one for the website. Like all these people have signed up for the freebies. It's kind of tripping me out. And people have been buying my little baby course. And oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention was I have been watching this woman named Daya. She's a bit younger than me. Maybe she's Scandi. She's got one of those funny American-ish sort of accents. I'm not sure where she's actually from, but I could just Google it. And she talked about when you make a new product, and also her pricing strategy overall, I found really interesting. And she said when she makes a new product, she just sells it for like the cheapest, like $5, just to see if people even give her $5 for it. And once she sells 10 at that price, then she puts it up $10. And she keeps putting it up $10 until she hits a point where people aren't really buying it anymore. And then she backs it off. So that's what I did. I've set it so that the first 10 people can have it for $7. And then once I've sold it, 10 at $7, and I'll put it up to 17. But um, and the other thing I did was I put an upsell to get a one-on-one session with me. And actually 3 people who have bought the product have bought that one-on-one session. It's like I've got my hourly rate at $100 an hour, and I've had those sessions at 66. And 3 people have bought those sessions, but only one person has actually had their session with me, which I just think is fascinating. I've realized as well I need to set a deadline on those sessions. Like if someone buys one, that I should really have it say like, look, you have to use this within 2 months or whatever I want it to say. But yeah, very, very interesting kind of process. So I'd say my main takeaway so far, oh, that's right, the other thing. The other thing that's going on is looking at the analytics. Like I just look at my monetization stats. I can show you that page now. Let's have a look. I'll get it up before I screen share. I just look at my stats so often. So what I've done is, because I know it's bonkers, like I look at it and it literally hasn't changed. And I can look at it like multiple times a day. I'm like, what are you hoping to achieve? And it's like I've had to give myself a lot of grace lately. This is this new word that I'm toying around with, is grace. I just didn't really understand grace for ages because It seems like something that's associated with like Christianity and grace of God and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, that does not make sense to me. Like I was raised atheist and anything even remotely churchy, I just got like shut off. I don't really understand what it means. So, but I have been realizing lately that it's a bit like cutting myself some slack, like giving myself some grace. It's like, and what is it to be graceful? And what, anyway, I've just been contemplating it a lot lately. And I've had to just give myself grace about how often I want to check. Because if I say to myself, like, oh, I'm only allowed to check this often, that just makes me want to check it even more. That's just the kind of cuckoo bird brain I have. Like, so, it loves to ruminate and churn over things, like, which can be great. It can be great, and it has really propelled me in my life in a lot of ways, that rumination. And it has also been like pretty damaging and mean to myself and stuff. So I've sort of just been trying to give myself a lot of grace around all of that. And if I want to go and look at it like 5 times in one day, I'm just going to let myself do that. I'm just giving myself a lot of permission to do really random stuff because really, it doesn't really hurt anybody. I don't really have to justify it or explain it to anybody. And like, what's the harm? I just get to see myself showing up inside that structure. So, yeah, I'm trying not to sweat it too much. But I would say my key takeaways are, well, and so it's been, I don't know how long. I should have a look at my graph. Got this little graph that ChatGPT looks after for me. I just tell it how much my watch hours have changed, and it just shows me it's like, and it was also projecting, like it's currently projecting that by January, it reckons I could potentially have monetized, which I just find astounding. Um, yeah, it is saying that I could be monetized by January 2026. So I don't know if you're familiar with what it means to be monetized. So that's right, I was going to share my screen. So ADHD, honestly, just girl can stay focused if she wants. Also, tangents are okay, aren't they? So when you have a YouTube channel, you go into your what's called YouTube Studio. And then there's all kinds of stuff you can see. You can see your dashboard. I can see my analytics. And like, really, my analytics are looking really good. Like, like I've got a really decent amount of views and watch hours. And compared to like, I can also compare like to the previous 28-day period because I've been back at it for quite a while now. So I could actually just look at like the last 90 days and we're going to see like this is probably when I started again, yeah. And I've had some days of like lots of views. I think that's probably mostly shorts. Oh yeah, this little icon tells you what it is. No, that's like proper long videos. Bizarre. Um anyway, so I would say that my content is doing really well and there's this thing down here, earn. So this is the thing that I just keep coming back to, right? So to be monetized on YouTube means you get paid by YouTube to put ads on, I think. I'm actually not really sure how it works anymore, but anyway. To do this stuff, to have supers and shopping and membership, I don't even know what all that's about. I have to have 3,000 valid public watch hours in the last 365 days. Um, and this one is watch page ads, and short feed ads. And I have to have 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 365 days. So that's my goal at the moment, is to see if I can get up to 150. And so this is my graph. I was at 138 and it's projecting that by January I could be up to 4,000, which, I mean, I just can't believe it. So also like there's this sort of dilemma with me of like what kind of content I want to create. And essentially like I think I just need to make videos like this that are actually activated for me, like that I'm actually interested in making. Because when I get too caught up in really strategic content creation, then I just don't make anything because I've just lost my mojo. So I have to make these weird, random, ugly videos to just kind of feel good about it. This is going to be a podcast as well because it's really easy for me to do both. But yeah, I think, I mean, there's a full moon now, and I think it was that last full moon when I had so much mojo for the channel. And really, I've still been doing really well. Like, I still have content, like, because I've had so much energy for content creation. I've literally still got a scheduled video that's going up in 3 days. And in terms of shorts, oh no, I don't have any scheduled shorts right now. So I could probably make one of my little shorts or something that doesn't require getting dressed. Because that's the other thing that's going on for me now is like, it's school holidays, but it's kind of, because my kids are older now, I'm not like as in demand as I used to be. But also I'm kind of not off the hook because they're in the house, like being noisy and bumbling around, and like I'm just waiting for them to just walk in on me now. Like they're just content creation is more challenging in the school holidays. I feel like this has been a lot of a downer, but also I don't think so. Like I'm pretty astounded that the watch hours has gone up by 12 hours since I started creating content again, which I think is like a massive achievement. Or does it make you feel really upset when the screen's wonky? It makes me feel really upset. Um, so that's worth celebrating. And I've been really consistent, which is worth celebrating. I'm going to look back at like the strategy that I had mapped out initially. I have succeeded that. Like I've done more than that, which is pretty cool. And I mean, if I manage to get monetized, that's pretty cool. And that's the other thing I've realized in this process is not just getting monetized by YouTube, like as an end goal. That is kind of a cool idea because that would probably be like, my understanding from other creators is like $50 a month. Like it's not much money. But the other thing that's happening at the same time is these freebies and these other small ticket products that I'm creating, which I haven't really done before. So that's kind of also building its own monetization at the same time. And interestingly, I have been enjoying just making these products in like an easy way. Because when I've made courses before, it's always been with people on live calls. And I thought that that was how I best liked it. But now I'm realizing maybe it's not. Because I have been motivating myself to finish the products. And so that's interesting. It's just been a pretty interesting time. It's kind of been a mindset challenge lately of me just thinking, is this even worth it? But, I've got lots of other work. The bonus is I can make money. Oh, so tired. It's 10 o'clock at night here. I can make money building websites for people. I can make money helping people like with their tech problems. So there is kind of just money there. I'm also doing really beautiful things that I love, like the winter solstice retreat, and we'll be doing immersions again, which also generate income for me, which is beautiful. Women's Circle will be back on. Like there's a lot of other good stuff going on. I think the feeling right now is that a lot of my revenue generating actually feels really good. And, if this whole thing picked up, and it was like a multiple revenue stream thing as well as my own business model, that'd be pretty cool. It's just kind of a cool experiment. We'll see what happens. But that's episode 2 of like how it's going for me. I think shorts are like a nightmare unless it's like me just talking to the camera. Editing just feels so tedious. And then it also feels really satisfying. Like at the end I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cute. That's a pretty cool video. And actually, a lot of people really have really positive things to say about them as well. Like, wow, great value. That's really helpful, la la la. So it's kind of interesting. I guess it depends what I want to get out of it, whether it's really worth it or not. I think that's it. I feel that I'm wrapping up. Thanks for watching. If you have watched this far, with my bad lighting, my terrible posture, it's my new jumper. Just finished knitting it today. I'm so pleased. Yeah, I'm not even going to sit up properly. I'm just going to blob out. That's the vibe. I hope you're having a beautiful day, whatever you're doing. Hope you don't catch the yawns. Or if you do catch the yawns, I hope they give you beautiful release. I actually love having the yawns. And yeah, I'll let you know. I think it looks like it's been like a month or so since I've started again. I should look at my YouTube stats, I guess. My analytics. I'd say it's been more than 28 days. It looks like it's been, oh yeah, since like late May. So it's been like 6 weeks that I've been on this mission. And yeah, I'll make another video, podcast kind of thing when I feel like it. Do you have any questions? I also got a new microphone. It's very cute. It's like a little pet. Look, like a, oh, you can't see it if you listen to the podcast, but it's very cute. I like it a lot. I like it much better than the other one. The other one was good, but it's kind of annoying. The only negative thing about the mic is it's kind of messed up my audio settings on my computer. Such a pain. All right, that's it. 99 possums. I'll see you. Oh, see you next time.